For centuries, people have claimed that dogs possess an uncanny ability to sense things that humans cannot. Some say they can feel our emotions, predict seizures, or even detect the presence of spirits. But is there any scientific evidence to support these claims? What do you think? Do you think dogs really have a sixth sense? Humans have 5 recognized senses: taste, touch, smell, sight, and hearing. Dogs have these too, but theirs work a bit differently than ours. Take sight, for example. We have more color-detecting cells, so our world looks more colorful and detailed. But dogs have their own advantages. They see better in the dark and can pick up on the tiniest movements we might miss, making them natural-born hunters, especially at night. When it comes to smell, though, dogs completely leave us in the dust. Their noses are about 10,000 times better than ours, making their world an absolute scent adventure. In the taste department, humans have the upper hand. With around 9,000 taste buds to a dog's 1,700, we can savor a broader range of flavors. So, while we're diving into a delicious dessert, our dogs might not fully get the appeal. The sense of touch? Let's call it a tie. Both humans and dogs rely heavily on touch for connection and bonding. And in hearing, dogs might just pull ahead. They can pick up sounds at higher frequencies and across greater distances than we can. So are dogs sensing things we can't? With their incredible mix of sensory abilities, it's easy to see why some believe dogs have a hidden sixth sense. Before we begin, if you like this topic, let us know by clicking the like button on this video. And if you are not subscribed, I hope you to subscribe and activate the bell so you never miss any of our future doggy videos now. ESP is also sometimes referred to as a sixth sense. Think of a sixth sense as intuition or a gut feeling, an ability to pick up on things without relying on the usual 5 senses of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. It's like having a built-in compass that guides us, even when the road is foggy. ESP is a hot topic in science, with some researchers exploring whether certain animals, like dogs, might actually have this mysterious ability. Think about it. Our 5 senses each give us a piece of the puzzle when we interact with the world. But a sixth sense? That would be like a superpower, piecing together all the information from our senses into a heightened awareness. Could it be an entirely new sense, or just a sharper awareness of the 5 we already know? Whatever the answer, the idea is pretty fascinating. Imagine your dog suddenly perking up its ears, staring intently at an empty corner of the room. Or, even more incredible, alerting you to an oncoming seizure minutes before it happens. These aren't just random quirks. Stories like these suggest dogs might be sensing something beyond what we can see or hear. Whether it's a sixth sense or just extraordinary sensitivity, dogs seem to pick up on things that remain a mystery to us. Turns out they're like emotional detectives, picking up on things most humans don't even notice. Human mood. Studies show that dogs can actually read our emotions by observing our facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. Spend enough time with your pup, and they'll start recognizing your moods. Whether you're thrilled, sad, or feeling low, they'll know. Because we're the most genuine and transparent with our pets, the more time they spend with us, the more acquainted they get with our moods, expressions, and habits. This extends to the point where dogs can differentiate between the facial expressions of their owners. Dogs are like little emotional mirrors. When we're happy, they're bouncy and excited too. Ever notice your dog joining in your excitement when you come home after a big win or a new job? Or snuggling up beside you when you're deep in thought or feeling down? It's like they know exactly what we need. Interestingly, dogs also seem to pick up on our feel-good hormones, like oxytocin, which affect our mood. When we're sad, their comforting presence might help boost those hormones, making us feel better, and it's a reward for them too. Human illness. A dog's nose is a superpower all its own. When we're sick, our body chemistry changes, giving off subtle scents that a dog can detect. With training, dogs have been known to sniff out illnesses like lung cancer through our breath or even bladder cancer by smelling our urine. A service dog that is familiar with their owner's norm, when coupled with their ability to read their owner's mood, can sense minor changes that signal health issues, acting as early warning systems. Daily activities. Dogs seem to learn our routines, almost like they have an internal clock. They know when we are going to wake up, leave for work, and return home. Ever have your dog waiting at the door, even when you come home at an unusual time? In one study, hidden cameras were placed in homes where researchers had owners come home at random times. Despite the change in schedule, the dogs somehow knew when to go to the door to greet them. Did their acute sense of hearing and smell detect their owner's presence, or did their sixth sense kick in? Dogs are known for their incredible sense of smell, but it's more powerful than most of us realize. Their finely tuned noses can detect scents so subtle that they pick up changes we can't even imagine. When you combine this with their sensitivity to body language, dogs almost seem to have a sixth sense, an ability to detect danger. Research suggests that dogs can sense changes in our scent when we're anxious, fearful, or even aggressive, thanks to stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This skill has led to the training of dogs for roles in search and rescue or as seizure alert dogs. When someone feels nervous or malicious, their body chemistry shifts, and dogs may react by becoming more alert or protective. In some cases, this response has helped people avoid dangerous situations. Dogs' remarkable hearing also plays a role. They pick up frequencies and sounds that are beyond our range, allowing them to detect things we might miss, like distant footsteps or subtle disturbances. They're even known to sense seismic changes and feel vibrations before earthquakes happen, showing just how tuned in they are to the world around them. There are many real-life stories of dogs sensing danger and protecting their humans. In 2008, a man in England was walking his dog in a park when the dog suddenly began growling and barking at a nearby bush. The man couldn't see anything, but the dog's behavior was so unusual that he decided to investigate. He soon discovered a young girl who had been abducted and was being held captive in the bush. Thanks to the dog's intuition, the girl was rescued and the perpetrator was caught. In 2014, a woman in New York City was walking her dog in a park when the dog suddenly became agitated and refused to move. The woman couldn't figure out what was wrong, but she soon noticed a man who was lurking nearby and appeared to be following her. Thanks to the dog, the woman was able to escape unharmed. And in 2019, a family in Ohio was saved from a break-in when their dog barked and growled at the front door. While science hasn't definitively proven that dogs can sense evil, their instincts and abilities are remarkable. Whether it's through their sense of smell, acute hearing, or empathy, dogs have an incredible knack for picking up on danger. So if your dog's behavior seems off, trust them. It's better to stay cautious and safe. Together, you and your dog create a bond based on trust and protection, and one day, their instincts might just save your life. To uncover the truth about dogs' potential ESP abilities, we consulted with leading experts in animal behavior. Dr. Nicholas Dodman, a renowned veterinarian and animal behaviorist, believes dogs may indeed possess a sixth sense. He points to countless cases where dogs have shown remarkable behaviors that hint at extrasensory perception. Pamela Reed, author of Dog Insight and a certified behaviorist with a PhD in animal learning and behavior, has spent years studying canine instincts. She highlights dogs' heightened sensory awareness, suggesting they might pick up on details that are simply out of our sensory range. According to Reed, dogs could be tapping into information from the world around us that humans can't see, hear, or smell. So, is it ESP or just a supercharged set of senses? Whatever the answer, experts agree that dogs have an extraordinary awareness, making them truly fascinating companions. While the scientific community is still cautious about ESP, stories and growing evidence hint that there's more to our dogs than we realize. With their amazing senses, emotional smarts, and possible precognitive abilities, dogs may perceive a world beyond our five senses, a world they see with a clarity we can only imagine. As research digs deeper into canine cognition, we might one day uncover the full extent of their incredible skills and gain new insight into the bond we share with these loyal companions. Even if science hasn't fully mapped out dogs' extrasensory abilities yet, one thing is for sure: their loyalty, companionship, and love are undeniable. So, cherish those moments with your furry friend and keep an open mind. Our furry friends deserve all the love and happiness we can give. Want to learn how to make your dog's day even brighter? Check out this video, 11 simple things that make your dog happy, and discover the little things that light up their world.